Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And Moses joins us on our desk for a first look at sports, and all eyes were on the Chief, Ray Mitsui, on Saturday in St. Walburg.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Mitsui red hot prior to Calgary and showing no signs of slowing down. On day number 3 in St. Walburg, he posted the track record on Saturday night. Mitsui added again on the 12th and final heat on the 1 barrel. Meanwhile, Chris Smalley on 2 and Dallas Dick was on barrel 3. As they head around the figure 8s, both Mitsui and Molly would come out of the gates clean. Dick, however, gets 5 seconds in penalties for knocking down a barrel. So this was a 2-horse race. Mitsui taking charge, grabbing the rail around the first corner. Now Mitsui would increase his lead by more than a wagon length by the back stretch. And as they head down towards the finish line, Mitsui would cruise to a time of 103.11. Now, not quite the record time he had the night before of 101.85 that he set, but good enough for day money and the show title, making it back-to-back show wins for the Chief. Now, here are the aggregate standings. Ray Mitsui nearly 2 full seconds ahead of Vern Nolan to capture St. Walburg. Lane Bremner would be in 3rd. Chris Smalley 4th. Dallas Dick finished 5th. And also taking a look at the driver standings now. This is going to be very important down the stretch as we figure out who is going to win that crown. So here they are. Ray Mitsui leapfrogging Chris Smalley for the lead. Wayne Knight still in there, 3rd place. Vern Nolan stays in the top 5 while Lane Bremner is just creeping in. He's in 5th. Now let's head back to the track and hear from the Chief.
It just goes to show that the training program that we put in this spring is paying off. The horses are running hard now, and they showed it in Calgary that they're compatible with just about anything in both associations, and I'm happy to have that outfit. Once you know when you start in barrel and what your outfit's going to be like on a racetrack. I know they got lots to run, so I just sat on them, and then asked them to go home, and then they went hard.
Now, it's been known more as a niche sport, but in recent years, disc golf is taking flight, with courses springing up across the United States and Canada. One local player aims to take the next step into the world of competitive disc golf.
A group of friends that used to travel in a band, and they played disc golf all throughout the States when they were on tour, and they ended up bringing disc golf to us here. And yeah, just super excited that they brought it to us.
That was 4 years ago, and since then, Clayton Hines has been hooked.
Pleasant View Bible Camp started out with 9 holes, and then the city got 3, and then the next year after that they brought 6 more and brought it up to a full 9, so I've been playing ever since. The green is basically a 10-meter circle around the basket.
The rules are much like the sport's namesake, with each disc acting like a golf club.
So right here I got some drivers. These are high-speed drivers. They're pretty much all the same mold. Just like in golf, you have your fade and your draw and your straight shots, and same in disc golf. And then I have mid-rangers that are going to go straight, and then I have some that are going to go straight and then fade left, and then I have some that are going to go a little bit right. You got to be really careful. It can be really addictive, especially buying all kinds of discs and stuff like that. You want to try the next new thing that comes out. And then for shorter shots, I have putters that I like to throw. Can put these ones out about 250 feet on a straight line. I think the bag that I have right now with all the discs in it is probably worth about $400.
An all-consuming passion that has Clayton playing in various tournaments.
Eventually it just worked out that I learned that there was a few tournaments in the area and in the province of Alberta and Saskatchewan, so it wasn't too bad to go to those and have some moderate success.
Clayton is currently seeing how far he could take it by pursuing a profession in the sport, which requires a pro rating of 970 or higher. And to give you an idea of how good that is, a 1000 rating is a scratch golfer, with any additional stroke docking 10 points. Currently, Clayton is sitting at 870 and will look to reach that pro mark by next year. In the meantime, Clayton is getting ready to take his next step in competing by heading to North Dakota in September.
Once you get to the States and start going to some of the bigger events, some of the prize money can be pretty good. You know, you can make a couple $1,000s in a weekend. I still have lots of practice, lots of work, and a lot more to do.
All right, to rugby now. The Lloydminster Cold Lake Reapers Penguins rugby teams played their final home game on Saturday, and the club moved into the Edmonton Rugby Union this year, playing against new teams every weekend. And although the ladies have struggled in their new league, the future definitely looks bright.
And so this is kind of exciting because honestly, we have no expectations of the teams when we play them, and of us. So that's kind of nice. And so we kind of get to adapt to what they are rather than know how to play them. So I enjoy it. I think that we're finishing in the bottom of the league, but we're still comparable, and we can win a lot of games in the future.
One thing the program needs to work on is how to get both communities together for practices during the week.
We need to, I think, set some intentions at the beginning of the season of numbers that we have that we can commit on a Saturday, and then we need to, if it's once a week, maybe we can meet in the middle and practice once a week, or if we can, travel, maybe Lloyd one week, Cold Lake the next, just so we can get a little bit of gelling.
Although the team has struggled to get the same players to every game, they say they're just happy to be playing.
I always tell the girls even if it's a loss or we feel like we're having a bad day, at least we're on the pitch playing rugby. So, and it's building, and that's what we just need to do is play rugby, and people will see it in the community, and hopefully we can grab some more numbers that way.
The Reaper Penguins have 2 more weekends of regular season play before the playoffs kick off.